where they poach for their ivory tusk, but their habitats are being destroyed due to the mining of a mineral called coltane, which is found inside your electronics. If anybody out there has any old electronics you're no longer using, make sure you recycle them. That way they can reuse the coltane inside, keep that habitat thriving, and keep the elephant population growing. Elephants eat around 300 pounds of vegetation each day. That's why it's important to keep their habitat thriving, because they're going to eat a lot of that habitat themselves. If they can't find food, they'll try other means to find food, including trampling and eating farmers' crops, which in turn do upset those farmers. They started using any means they could to keep the elephants away, including harming them at times. The Disney Conservation Fund did step in, did some research, found that the giant land animals, the elephants are actually afraid of tiny little bees, and they run away from them. In order to help out those farmers and the elephants, started building beehive fences, placing beehives all around their crops so the farmers can benefit from selling honey. The elephants no longer being harmed because they will stay clear of the crops.
See that? Like,
It's a win-win situation for everybody. Off to your left are some greater flamingo. Now they're the lightest of the pink flamingo. Get their coloring from brine shrimp, which is rich in beta-carotene. They actually hatch a gray color. After about 1 to 2 years, that pink color will start to appear on their feathers. If at any time in their life they do stop eating that brine shrimp, they will revert back to being gray. A Cuba flamingo, known as a flamboyance.
take a picture.
Daddy! What is that?
Antelope off here to the left called Bontebok. Now the Bontebok were hunted almost to the point of extinction for their glossy coats. In the 20th century, only 17 of them left in their native range. Farmers did start to protect them on their land. Their numbers did start to grow, but they are currently extinct in the wild, only found on protected land around the world. Hopes that one day we can release at least a portion of that population back into the wildlife. Now that mud wallow off there to the left is a good sign there could be some white rhinos hanging around the area. They're going to use that mud wallow to roll around in and cool off in the hot sun. The mud almost acts as a skin protectant to them, keeping it protected from the sun and from bugs. Elephants and rhinos are part of a group called pachyderm, which means thick skin. But it is still thin and it's very sensitive in areas by their eyes, their ears, and parts of their legs, and needs to be protected using mud or dirt. Look off to your left, kind of straight underneath that part of the log that goes up. There's a cheetah laying right there. Now cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They go about 60 to 65 miles an hour in just 3 seconds. They can't hold their speed for very long though, only a few moments. They do use up quite a bit of their energy to run at speed that quickly. Unlike most big cats that hunt at night, cheetahs hunt during the day. The markings on their face will help protect them out of their eyes so they can see better. They're also unable to roar like most big cats. They make a chirping noise and they will purr like a house cat. Another one up there as well. A group of cheetahs is known as a coalition. Looks like up ahead here we do have a couple of ostriches. Ostriches are the largest bird, but they're flightless. They weigh about 300 pounds. One of the fastest two-legged land animals. They can run 40 miles per hour. They'll use their wings as they run to help them turn in different directions. Like these three ostriches here are all females. The females have gray feathers. The males have black feathers. Yeah, very powerful legs. They can actually knock out a lion with just one kick. Very, very powerful. They're actually, if you were to race an ostrich and a cheetah, the ostrich would end up winning. Although the cheetah can run faster at the beginning, they're going to tire out a lot faster than those ostriches are. So they're going to win that race. It's like the slow and steady wins the race, except for instead of a horse and a hare, it's an ostrich and a cheetah. Behind those group of rocks back there, there's a, kind of looks like a log. It's actually a warthog. And right behind there, see that white rock? It's like directly next to the white rock in front of that green stuff back there. Warthogs are the largest burrowing animal in Africa. They're very light on their feet. As they're bouncing as they run, about 35 miles an hour with their tails straight up in the air. They did mimic those movements while they were animating Pumbaa. There's some ostrich eggs here under this tree. Ostrich's eggs will weigh about 3 pounds. They have very sturdy shells and are to withstand a 300-pound bird. Because of this, ostriches can leave them for a period of time because it is so difficult for predators to break into them. One ostrich egg is the equivalent to 2 dozen chicken eggs. It'll take about 42 to 46 days for those eggs to hatch. Area up ahead here known as Magadi Glen, which is home to some very shy and reclusive animals that are pretty good at hiding them. You never know if you're going to find them or not. But that's true for every animal out here on the reserve. Every safari is different, and the animals do make sure of that. You never know what to expect out here. You're always in for a long time. Now the road through Magadi Glen can be pretty bumpy because of these natural geysers, so hold on tight for me just in case.
Now hold on tight. Now these gates here tell us we are nearing the end of our journey here on Harambe Wildlife Reserve. If you guys aren't done looking at animals today, have a bird girl